Primary memory. Primary memory is broadly classified into two types, RAM-ROM. RAM is broadly classified into two types, SRAM and DRAM. And ROM is classified into three types, PROM, EEPROM and EEPROM. Types of memory. First one is RAM. Random access memory is a form of computer memory that can be read or changed in any order, typically used to store working data and machine code. A random access memory device allows data items to read and return in the almost same amount of time, respective of the physical location of the data inside the memory. Next one is ROM. Read-only memory. Read-only memory is a type of non-volatile memory used in computers and other electronic devices. Data stored in ROM cannot be electronically modified after the manufacture of the memory devices. Types of RAM. RAM is broadly classified into two types, SRAM, static RAM and dynamic RAM. Static RAM. Static RAM is a type of random access memory that uses latching circuitry flip-flop to store each bit. SRAM is a volatile memory when the data is lost when the power is removed. The term static differences SRAM to DRAM, dynamic random access memory, which must be periodically refreshed. SRAM is faster, more expensive than DRAM. It is typically used for CPU cache, while DRAM is used for a memory, computer's main memory. Next one is dynamic RAM. Dynamic random access memory is a type of random access semiconductor memory that stores each bit of a data in a memory cell consisting of a tiny capacitor and a transistor, both typically used on a metal oxide semiconductor MOS technology. And the capacitor can either be charged or discharged. These two states are taken to represent the two values of bit conventionally called zeros and 1. The electric charge on the capacitor slowly leaks off, so without intervention the data on the chip would soon be lost. To prevent this, DRAM requires an external memory refresh security which periodically rewrites data in the capacitors, restoring them to their original charge. This refresh process is defining characteristic of dynamic random access memory in the contrast of static random access memory SRAM, which does not require data to be refreshed. Unlike flash memory, DRAM is a volatile memory. Next one is type of ROM. Types of ROM is divided into four types: PROM, EEPROM, EEPROM, and last one is flash memory. PROM means programmable read-only memory. Once the programmable memory is essentially in the blank version of the ROM that you can purchase when the program runs with the help of a special tool called Programmer. The blank PROM chip allows to run through the possible pathways. The programmer chooses a pathway for the current to sending a high voltage through the unwanted fuses to burn them out. Static electrically can create the same effect by accidents, so PROMs are more vulnerable to damage than conventional ROMs. Second one is EEPROM. EEPROM is erasable programmable read-only memory. This allows you to write and rewrite them many times. These chips can be featured in a quartz window through which a specialized EEPROM program emits a specific frequency of ultraviolet light. The light burns out of all the tiny charges in the EEPROM to reopen its circuits. This exposure effectively renders the chip blank again, after which you can reprogram it according to the same process as a PROM. EEPROM chips will eventually wear out, but they frequently have lifetimes of over 100 erases. Third one is EEPROM, electrically erasable PROM. To modify electrically erasable program can be localized in electrical fields to erase and rewrite the data. EEPROMs are several advantages over other types of ROM. Unlike earlier ROMs, you can rewrite EEPROM without dedicated equipment, without removing it from the hardware, and it can be specially designated increments. You don't have to erase and rewrite everything in a single edit. Last one is flash memory. Flash memory is an electronic solid state non-volatile computer memory storage medium that can be electrically erased and reprogrammed. The two main types of flash memory are named after the NAND and NOR logic gates. The individual flash memory cells consisting of a floating gate MOSFETs exhibit internal characteristics similar to those of the corresponding gates.